right up, rain or shine. The drama circus has arrived. Have you ever watched a horror cow? They scam, they sob, they're screaming now. They scam, they cry, they'll freak you out. You blink once, they're in your house. Come chat about it, we keep it real. Spill your tea, say what you feel. We see the snakes, we see the snakes. We call the lies right to their face. Step right up, rain or shine. The drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine. Scammers and grifters everywhere, they need help, gummy bears. It's so sad, the pitiful life leave you broke, bleeding inside. Alex will tell y'all what y'all need to hear. Pull that mask off, make it crystal clear. Come on in and wipe your dirty feet. Grab a drink, maybe something sweet. Oh yeah, right up, rain or shine. The drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine. Round and round the story spin. Who's the victim? Who's the villain? Watch your heart, watch your mind, lead the trash, but keep your spine. Step right up, rain or shine. The drama circus has arrived. We got laughs and jokes and fights, but it cuts deep late at night. This place gets dark, don't get shaken. Guard your soul, don't let it get taken. Step right up, join the line. The drama circus, rain or shine.
Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. It's been a minute. I feel like almost every time I come on here, that's what I say at first because it has been a minute. But how are you guys? Hey, Jonesy. Hey, Neat Noodle. Hey, Tess. I do declare, is that Gone with the Wind Alley? She's gorgeous. Thank you. This is the old fashioned tea party. No, I have missed you guys. I have been super busy. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been doing here at first. Oh my gosh, I dropped something though. Just 1 second. Of course, I would be all over the place, but honestly, that was important because it was a lit cigarette and it rolled under the under the table thing and I couldn't just leave it. But anyways, it's been a minute. I've barely been keeping up, but there are a couple things I want to talk about. And I'm just kind of touch base with you guys and see what you've been up to. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Joneson. I missed that. That sucks. I'm fucking sorry. Wow. So that's shitty. Anyways, yeah, I've missed a lot. I've had a lot of family over and stuff. Like my nephew came to visit for a week. They just left yesterday. And I was gonna come on last night, but my stomach was just not cooperating with me. So I decided, let me just rest and I'll like gather myself and come on tomorrow. I do want to talk about Lindsay Clancy's trial on my main channel. I just have to finish catching up. I know that Bendy's been streaming it, but I've been not able to catch it as it goes. Now, they didn't have court Tuesday, so that's a little bit easier to catch up with, but I want to get into a little bit of drama. I want to talk about me being mentioned during while I've been gone. I want to talk about Kratom as well in that situation, just because I have a lot to say about that. But let me see. First, I want to show you guys what I've been doing. So let me see here. This was so cool. Today I was in my kayak and I saw this eagle, and like I should have uploaded it to my channel. I probably will because it might be more clear that way. I don't know. There's not really any sound besides like the water, but look at him. He turned around and looked right at me. It was so cool. I was like very close. He was so white. Like I've seen him a couple times in the last couple of days. But it was just super majestic and magical. I don't know. It's awesome. I loved it. And I wanted to share that with you guys. This is just a quick 5-second video of him. And there's just a couple quick pictures I want to show you. And then we'll get right into the messy stuff. This is a crab. Okay, I got some crab traps. They're like little nets. They're just little nets. And it'll catch fish and crabs and stuff like that. But I don't want to catch them to eat them. I'm just catching, releasing just to check them out and like something fun to do with the kids. So this is one of the crabs. Look at his face. Like, is his face not just so freaky looking? I couldn't get over that. So I'm like, I have to get a picture. Okay, let me show you guys though. He was the prettiest color blue. Like, look at the blue in his claws. Oh my gosh. So that was today too. And then, yeah, the next thing, oh, that's from the last live. The next thing is where I was mentioned. So, but before this happened was the Kratom thing. So I think we're going to start there. Let me just remove this for a second. So if you followed Marvon and Dre, you might know about Kratom, or if you have had your own issues with addiction or loved one with addiction issues, you may know about Kratom from that. You guys know I'm in recovery. I had a long, many years addiction to opiates and benzos. Part of like my addiction and trying to come off of it involved Kratom. So I have a lot of experience with it, and I have done a lot of research. Back in the day when I used to do it, I'm talking this is like 15 years ago. You could only order it from certain specialty stores online, and it was it's just a leaf. It's basically a cousin to the coffee plant, and it's just a leaf. It just grows. They pick the leaves and then dry it out and then grind it up into a powder. And when you have it in its original form with nothing added, no extracts, just the kratom leaf powder from a good source, it can be extremely beneficial. It is really not this awful thing like people. I just hate it getting labeled as like this terrible thing. Honestly, it's helped many drug addicts get off of Suboxone, methadone, things like that. Now, with all that being said, there is a downside to it. So, because it works off of your opiate receptors. It's not an opiate, but it does act like one. Like I said, it's a cousin to the coffee plant. It's very mild, and it takes a lot to have like sedative effects. Um Now that people realized what it could do and what it was, there have been a lot of companies that have created, first of all, extracts That was like the first thing. Then they started, and they'll change their ingredients based on what's legal so they can sell these really cheap versions of what kratom is and very strong versions. There's this like new thing that's like 7-0 or something, and it's a version of kratom, but it is so strong. It's akin to Oxycontin or fentanyl. It can have people knotted out. It can have people like the zombie like state that fentanyl might put you in. It can put you in. I'm not looking at the chat. I apologize. And I can see I'm 70 comments behind. I'll never catch up, but I just need to get all this off my chest and out of my head. So, kratom is not this horrific thing. It is not heroin. It is not, if it is bought from an appropriate place and is pure and in its just dried leaf form, it can be very beneficial to a lot of people. It can help with pain for people that are in pain, but they can't take opiates. It can help with recovery. It can help with a lot of stuff like that. Now, again, there's a dangerous, more intense version and different research chemicals, which they're editing all the time based on how the laws changed, and that can be really dangerous. All that being said, Brittany had an incident where she was asked to mute the mic, and then in the background, you can hear Craig ask for his kratom. Now, this set, like, people were going nuts over it, right? They, you know, just couldn't believe what they'd heard. Personally, I am going to play it only because I think it sounds like totally planned. I don't know how this happens. It seems intentional, but I just want to say all that to say, look here. First of all, we cannot control what someone does in their home. I don't care if it's, especially if it's legal, even if it's not, like, it's not really our business. If somebody puts it out here on the internet, it can be everybody's business. But my thoughts on it are I really hate this because it's there's a bigger discussion to be had about these like stronger extracts and these versions. However, it's demonizing something that is actually quite mild and really helpful to a lot of people. And this drama and these it just sucks. Like, at the end of the day, it is a legal thing. We can't help if people drink beer, if they smoke weed, if they smoke cigarettes, hell, if they smoke crack, really. But people are going to talk about it, though. I get that too. It's just that kratom is really not this horrific thing that's like meth or heroin, and it shouldn't be, you know, treated that way. So, okay. Just scrolled to the bottom. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know why it set the world on fire. It confuses me because I've heard Craig mention kratom before. I feel like it was a long time ago, though. Really? I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe he has, though. But, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't even have known I was mentioned, which y'all are going to hear in a second, from Brittany during a true crime live that went sideways. Because I want to talk about that next. But it's possible that could have happened and I wouldn't have known, but because there's a lot of shit that goes down, we can't keep up with everything. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's legal, and I can't stress it enough. I know I'm looping, but this is important to me. It's not this awful thing, and it helps a lot of people. Now, if you guys watch Dre and Marvon McRae, this was a big part of their lives. They were vegan, they were on these health kicks, and they used kratom instead of conventional medications and things like that. And they used a lot. If you've ever watched their videos, you see how much they were using. And so you, the original powder, like they were taking, like I'm telling you that if you're getting the pure, not the extracts and all the chemicals and stuff, a person can handle quite a lot of that as well. Now, it can cause seizures and stuff in extreme cases, but it's generally more safe. And, I just know that it helps a lot of people. There are people who don't see a life. Now, I'm not talking about Brittany and Craig at all. I don't think this is what he's doing at all. And I kind of think this was intentional to be heard. But again, this is something that's important to me for another reason. Like, there are people that have no hope for life. They don't think they'll ever get off maintenance medication, or they've gotten off maintenance medication and they cannot fill that void. They are very depressed or whatever. And kratom in its original, like pure form, can be really helpful. I mean, it's so mild that as long as you're not taking mega doses, you wouldn't have extreme withdrawal. It can help with pain. It's just, it can be really helpful. It's not the worst thing. And people are going to do what they're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, we all got our vices. I take a gummy every night to sleep. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay, like if you're smoking crack or depending on what your vice is. I'm just saying, like, there's more things to be worried about for me, anyways. So, hey, Kimberly. Crazy how when the drama focuses on other people, something tends to happen, right? This is the second time she's had an out and didn't choose it. That's true. And someone else had pointed that out to me a day or two ago. They're like, why is like she's poking and people are leaving her alone? That is true. It is being banned in many states for a reason, in my opinion. Well, yeah, because like I said, and often in a lot of states, the ban is not for what I'm talking about, the original dried leaf form of kratom. They are making these extracts and these pills and these potions that are 100 times stronger than its natural form. It's just like some of these, like Delta 8. Delta 8 is naturally occurring in all marijuana. But in order for it to occur to the level that it gets someone high, because in a regular marijuana plant, it's so small, they're doing, lab work to make the plant grow a certain type of thing. That's just like the same stuff what they're doing with kratom. Its original form and the way that it grows, really wasn't the problem. It's all these extracts and blends, and like I said, it's so strong that it's comparable to fentanyl. I mean, some of the products that are at these gas stations, people are ending up in month-long rehab stays over it and stuff. So anyway, yeah, they were taking the natural kratom. I don't think that's what he's taking, but that's just an assumption, and I completely agree. I totally agree. I'm gonna play it because I think this sounds intentional. I couldn't believe this when I heard this shit, but maybe I'm wrong. That's just my opinion. But I definitely don't believe that's what he's taking because they're probably getting it at the gas station or the vape store. And that isn't the good place to get that shit. If you want trustworthy kratom, and I'm telling you, I've tried all the different, red vein, white vein, green vein, Malay, just different, all these different kinds. I remember there was one called Mangda something. There was Malay, green vein Malay, red vein. I mean, there's a bunch of different kinds, but you have to, like, it's pretty hard to get. You have to get the good stuff that's pure. You need to do your research and you have to find a specialty store. You're gonna probably have to get it online. Like, unless you live in a big city, you might be able to find some in person, but I don't know. Probably in the cities, I guess, but I don't know about that life. Hell, we just started getting pizzas that could be delivered. So now, here's the clip. Let's just play it because I want to get into where I was mentioned. I don't mean to ramble about this, but like I said, I've taken it and it's been like helpful to me at different stages in my life and recovery. So, okay. Wait, this isn't it. I'm sorry. It's this one.
Hang on. Hopefully, I don't. Hold on. Yeah,
Make
hold
sure
on.
you mute your mic.
Yes.
Did you bring my cradle?
Oh, fuck no. Let me go while I booted myself.
Is that just
Oh shit. It didn't play that. This isn't the clip I heard originally.
Hang
'Cause
on,
he goes,
hang on, hang on. Hopefully, I don't. Hold on. Yeah,
Make
hold
sure
on.
you mute your mic.
Yes.
Did you bring my cradle?
Oh, fuck no. Let me go while I booted myself.
that is so fake sounding. I'm sorry, but yeah, now that I'm hearing it, I'm just remembering. Did you make sure you muted your mic? Yes. Oh man, let me go while I booted myself. If you booted yourself, you would see that. We can see. Like, come on, man. This just That don't sound real at all. It doesn't flow. But Bryn, I want to say Bryn says gas station medicines are like bathtub heroin. That is so true. It's just like these mushrooms. I promise you, do not eat the mushroom that you see at your vape store or gas station. Usually it's either going to be amanita, which is the red mushroom with the white dots, which really isn't even, it has some psychoactive properties, but not like real shrooms, and they're tough on the digestive system. Or it's research chemicals. It's not even at all what makes you trip from mushrooms. You know what I mean? And it's literally research chemicals, whatever they could find to give a similar effect that's legal in this particular blend. And that's probably going to change in a month. And you'll be taking another research chemical from the same company. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Yes, and in some states, Bryn, they do. I think in Oregon they do. But yeah. She booted herself where she thought she did. She accidentally boots herself all the time. Yeah, when she falls asleep. But we can see if we boot ourselves. That's not something that you can see. If there's a lag, you can see. Like, it's just no. Mm-mm. Yes, put my cousin in the hospital. She wants people talking about it because the drama isn't focused on her. Something's weird. She already had booted herself a few times this night and was on another screen and thought she was off again. Yeah, but he said, "Did you mute yourself?" And she said, "Hold on, hold on, hold on." So that's like you're going to the right screen where your mute button is or your StreamYard. Here, let me show you. Okay. Share screen, share entire screen, share. Okay. So this is what StreamYard looks like on our side, right? And if you're on another screen, let's say because I have these tabs pulled up for the live stream. If I'm on another screen, this is what StreamYard looks like. Like I can't see the StreamYard page where I mute and unmute, right? But if I go to mute and unmute, I have to go to that page and click mute down here. So if you go, hold on, okay, I'm muted. And then I got to do this while I'm booted. To boot yourself, here, I'll boot my screen share. But let me just show you one more time. If you're on another screen, you won't see StreamYard at all. It's going to look like this. You'll just see a regular computer screen. When you go to StreamYard to mute yourself, you go home and you see all this, the comments, your screen, and then down here at the bottom, you leave studio settings, add a guest, screen share, turn on your camera. Hello. I'm looking a little rough right now, so we'll turn it off fast and then mute right here. So if you go, hold on, let me mute, you're on this page. So you know if you've booted yourself or not. Here, let me boot my screen share. This is what it looks like to boot yourself or to boot a screen share. You will remove. I can remove myself from the screen and still be backstage watching like this. Watch. I'll turn my camera on so you can see me backstage for a second. Okay. You won't be able to hear me though. So I can remove myself and still see the screen, hear the screen, and everything. Here's me removing the screen share. You totally will see, you can see all of that. Like it's, it doesn't make sense. As somebody who runs StreamYard, not all the time anymore, but that just ain't right.
Hang on. Hopefully, hold on. Yeah,
Make
hold
sure
on.
you mute your mic.
Yes.
Make sure you mute your mic. And she's telling him, hold on, let me get there. Okay, yes, got it.
Did you bring my cradle?
Oh, fuck no. Let me go while I booted myself.
Dude, it's so obvious you know you're unmuted. That's why you made the why I booted myself comment. But look here, Hartley, and I'm going to share the link to this right now in the chat. Hartley on the side, because this is where I'm going to end this section of what we're talking about the kratom. She has some information typed out. So it says kratom is native to Southeast Asia. Its leaves contain compounds that exert stimulant effects in small doses and opioid-like effects in larger doses. Like I said, it's a cousin to the coffee plant. Pressed kratom tablets are solid, compressed forms of kratom, and there's new brand names like Pressed or 7O. Many modern pressed tablets concentrate specific alkaloids like mitragine. I can't say that, but that's the active ingredient in kratom. Or 7O, that's the name of the tablet, are much stronger than the raw powder. The raw powder is just simply dried leaves. So that's what I was telling you guys about. That's the dangerous version, and then the more pure version. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. Not that big of a deal, but it seems a bit intentional. And, just remember, not everything is, there's no good and there is good and bad in everything. There is some kratom that actually might be good and helpful to people, and some that's not. And you know what? People are going to do what they're going to do. But don't convince me. You can't convince me that, that wasn't intentional. That was heard. But anyway, I've been looping and probably not making sense. Yes, do not eat gas station smoke shop mushrooms. I see people doing that in the LCU, and I'm just like, you're an idiot. Because they're like, I'm on shrooms. I'm tripping. It's like, okay. Dude, by the way, if you watch the LCU, what they're doing over there is so obvious that it's fake with queens and all that. Ugh, terrible. Terrible acting. You hear so much more after she comes back in the room and following streams, admitting to it, though, so I believe he is on it, in my opinion. How would she have known he was going to ask her that, though? Well, he says, can you mute? She probably didn't know what he was going to say, but she knew he was going to say something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Why else did she go, yeah. Okay, I'm muted. You can tell if you are or not. And if you have booted yourself, you can tell that too. So I don't know. It just don't make sense. Hey, Jacob. Okay, so now on to the next. Can you be in twice, like 2 different tabs? No, you switch tabs. So when you're on one and you want to switch to something else, there's a little button in the corner that says switch tab. Well, you can tap your mic now to mute, but then why would you think you were booted? You would have had to be on your StreamYard to boot yourself. That's what I mean. So, because that's a fair point with them tapping on it. I don't know. Hey, guilty of crime. Okay, so now I want to get on to the next thing. Apparently I was mentioned I want you guys to hear it. Let me just play it. I won't even give you any introduction. I was surprised because I hadn't really been on here, hadn't been paying too much attention here and there, but like there's been a lot happening in the other drama community I try to keep up with. And so when I was able to keep up, like try to catch up, that's where I was catching up. So when I heard I was mentioned, I was like, huh? And then I heard there was true crime and all kinds of, it went down. And so here we go.
Roll up or kick rocks.
There was a true crime live, apparently, and which I have the clip, and maybe we'll play it after this. Then I have something I want to do talking about web sleuths. But okay, so there was a true crime live, and apparently it got sidetracked, and there was a side topic, I believe she called it, and I think J is for Justice had went in and said maybe you should remove that off the screen. Now, before the live, I was trying to catch up and I heard Reality saying, Reality also trying to say something about, hey, not cool. I think that's in the video I have that we can play after this. But she got really upset that she was kind of called out for it in a nice way in her chat. Hey, you should get that off the screen. You're talking about victims, and this conversation isn't cool when you're supposed to be here to talk about a victim. Okay. And this was the response. I think I wasn't going to give an introduction, but I think that was necessary. All right, here we go.
Roll up or kick rocks and leave.
No, it's not just going to be
Hey, Wolfie.
hate channels either. It'll be the Alex Erickson. She'll go live tomorrow night and drag me. And Jen Blue and all of these other people. It's everybody.
Well, we love you and we're here for you, Brett.
It's like I'm one person.
That lady, but we love you. What? Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the one part.
It's everybody.
Well, we love you and we're here for you.
Live tomorrow night and drag me. Hate channels either. It'll be the Alex Erickson. She'll go live tomorrow night and drag me.
So it's not the hate channels either. It's Alex Erickson. She'll go live tomorrow night and drag me. First of all, no, I'm not going live that often because I'm out living my life. I haven't been live for 7 days because I'm out living my life and trying to, be in the moment of real life. But second of all, and drag me, I'm like, and not the hate channels, but I don't know, just the way that was said, it's like, so that I'm not just hating on you. That any criticism, like it comes from a pretty fair place, even with the bias that I have. And when there is criticism regarding like a true crime case being covered that way, I've talked about true crime on the internet for years. I've made my mistakes. If I want to comment on it, I think that's fair. Like, for that reason, I wasn't even upset she mentioned you. But it's like, but drag you? Really? And why are you so upset at the thought of that? Like I'm some monster. I mean, I play sillies. I make cows with human expressions, doing silly stuff when y'all are in court and stuff like that, or make myself and my friends as aliens and talk about the messy shit that happens on here, the horror cows. But I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Because I don't consider it dragging, like giving honest, fair criticism about a topic like that. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. J for J came in and said, maybe you should take down the true crime stuff while setting up there joking and shooting the shit for a bit. Hey, Shayna. She has been told over and over and over, my subs, my mods, and even her own attorney to keep her man off her channel. He is tanking the channel and she's allowing it. No sympathy from me. Why would you even? Because in the other clip, I mean, here's the clip that I had. And I don't think, because I tried to listen to it before, it contains the part where I mentioned, but I know this is it because Brian Enton is on there. We can listen to it. But she says in here something about like trying to shift the conversation. You are so aware of the problem. You are so aware of like an easy solution. Don't have him in the background. Hey, if you're talking drama and bullshitting and whatever, fine. Who cares? How hard is it though? If you're going to cry and get all upset, you're not the victim. I'm sorry, but you're talking about real victims who are going through everyone's worst nightmare, and if you're being cruel towards them or not being sensitive or whatever, you're not the victim. And I don't know. I just don't like the whole sobbing act as if like, I'm gonna be dragged. Hey, NorCal Jim. Yeah, easy fix. Hey, Doria. Thank you, Low Red. Okay. All right, let's just hear some of it because
This video is fair use under Section 107 of Copyright Act 1976.
while I listened to this before the stream, I felt like I was looking for something and not actually just taking it in. So we'll talk about it. Now
let the
I will
chaos
give my
begin.
criticism. Wouldn't even have known it happened because, again, wasn't paying attention. But now,
and it's hard to really see it in front of his face all the time, but really no emotional reaction to any of this.
He
when all of that was
desensitized
happening with the
himself.
photos and the pictures of her.
now I know that David and Celeste Rivas, he had his preliminary hearing. It's moving forward to trial. There was a lot of new information. I am not up to date on that. So, but that's what
Body
they're
and all of
discussing.
this, even here, no reaction. Close-up photo.
They talk about that in the other video that I have watched that you need to watch, Britt. He talks about himself being desensitized.
Bro, I'm
Have
sorry to
empathy.
just hearing him say this has got me feeling like,
Mm.
oh, you know what I mean? Horrified.
If that's true, how can you? I don't know. Let me just read Bendy's comment since you were mentioned. Jen says, first of all, I don't drag her. I make hilariously accurate observations. Second of all, I don't need to give her true crime a Google review. Her chat did. After all, it's their opinion that matters. Yeah, I immediately turned it to her victimhood. Like, are you serious? But you're honestly horrified? These are just buzzwords. Are you? I don't know. Let me just let it play. Because I was going to say, are you even listening? But honestly, I haven't watched in a while like that. Maybe it's unfair for me to say that. So let me just play it.
I'll have a good night, Real Talkers.
It's just like she never
sleep
truly
well, Real
takes
Talkers.
in what's going on around her, whether it's a video she's playing, a comment she's reading, something reality says. It's like her mind's always somewhere else. And she's just like, oh, okay. And then like she reads a comment, someone's like, I'm going through the loss of my mom and blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, I don't know. And it never registers what you just read. That kind of
Hey,
thing.
Spooky, I don't think I said hey to Spooky Sarah.
Oh, good job.
What's up, girlfriend?
You good?
Did I say hey to you, Spooky Sarah?
Well, good.
My fellow Thunder fan. How sad
they
were
were-
you
they
that
were
we
not.
lost Dort Wiggins and those? Okay, y'all talk about some sports.
Yep. That's a different language to me, but go whatever team y'all like, I guess. Look, I'm that one at somebody's house for the football game, and I'm that one that just sits there and watches everybody else and just reacts how they react because I don't know what the hell's happening.
I mean, I know a lot about sports. I think
I guess
I
I
can
just
school you.
just fucking
Look,
totally.
if it's football, looks like a bunch of men just running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Right, like
Yeah, and they're
I
bent
thought that's
over.
just, like I love football. And I like violent sports because I never played, but like ever since I was a kid, I was like, it's a bunch of grown men playing with balls.
Yeah, just back and forth, back and
And I
forth.
looked at, like,
Oh my God. Now, first of all, I know she was desperate to have some panel guests because I've heard in a couple different clips her say, I just wish I could have my true crime channel back where people would come up and discuss the cases with me, give their opinions. Like that was such a fun time, you know. For me, though, when you're talking about a sensitive subject, you should probably be just considerate of who's on the panel, how you're acting, how they act on the panel. I don't know. Letting just anybody come up, the laughter, people are listening. I don't know. It's just hard to listen to. It's unpleasant to listen to. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just, first of all. Second of all, I thought you were horrified. You went from horrified to laughing very quickly. So were you horrified truly?
my
No.
dad likes it.
Well, yeah, they
I'm
gotta
just like,
bend over and go, hut, hut.
Bro, yeah,
All right.
I always thought like, is something wrong with me? Like,
Ready?
I don't, it's so stupid. It's
It's so weird. All right, let's
like,
keep going.
That one.
18, 243, 69, hut, hut.
She said, all right, let's keep going. She did say it just then.
Like that's
Yeah.
like you engineer
And then you see his
an
arm,
extremely 200 mile an hour fast fucking,
it switches and he goes
car.
the other direction.
you
he
made
goes
something.
the other way.
Okay, that's
What? And this is just like incoherent babbling happening up here. Then Craig, well, by multiple people. Brittany did say, let's move on, but she said it very quietly and she's like not really putting her foot down. Okay. Trying to keep track of what the hell's going on here.
you know.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
it's a
Spooky
basketball,
serious.
it's a football.
Yeah. And then guy
It's a
started.
golf ball. Like it's a
Listen to Craig back there.
That's not cool. It's like engineering a machine, like a rocket fucking machine.
Yeah.
You know? Like the first thing to get to the
Oh
moon.
my.
Like, that's
The
fucking.
rocket
Intelligent.
fucking machine.
What you been playing with balls? Like
Look, Spooky serious. Look,
I could listen to Craig all night.
Oh my God. The TTS calls it screaming.
like,
Yeah, when he's
yeah,
like
like,
this, Mary, when he's
it's
like
so
this,
cold,
yeah,
dude.
he's comical.
Like,
Ooh, reality, the shade. See, okay. I like listening to reality. She can at least make me laugh a little bit.
Spooky serious.
That was shady
He's a
reality.
fucking machine.
Yeah, I like Craig. I could listen to him all night. Yeah, when he's like this. Well, what do you mean by that? What? Do explain reality.
and they always have tight pants and they grab each other.
Sports.
Or like the wrestlers, like they got really tight.
Oh my Lord.
Like,
We got the wrestlers.
yeah, like they're a bunch of men in like underwear grabbing
We got
each
the
other.
junkyard dog and
I don't know.
Blues
Like,
Beefcake
maybe
Barber.
I like girls too much. I don't know.
5 hours later.
Yeah.
You like that? The girls like that?
No.
She apparently thinks it's quite funny the
Oh,
way
no.
Like that?
sorry, the way he rambles on and on and on and never shuts the fuck up. But
No. No.
5 hours
Look,
later.
Spooky serious said,
Let's
Brit.
build a fucking race car.
what is
That's-
happening? Hey, Roro.
Brit's the one who watches sports and says, I hope
No,
both
he's in the
teams have
racing.
fun.
He's
Right,
a fucking
Jensen.
race
Don't
car.
go with NASCAR.
They race
Don't
Porsches.
go to
and-
NASCAR.
Can I just say though, had she not mentioned me, I probably would have never even had a clue this happened. While it's insensitive and rude as hell when you're in the middle of talking about this case, I mean, we've heard a lot worse come out from there and other places. You know what I mean? So I probably would have had no idea. I think that it's good that people are checking her and doing it in this way where she's actually receptive to it for some reason, because it's not like people haven't given her genuine advice and kind criticism over the last several years. But hey, at least she took it in this time. But yeah, this is like,
Lamborghinis and shit, you know.
Oh, I can guarantee you one thing. I would have never been spending my precious hours at nighttime resting or chilling listening to this. I don't know how this is interesting to people. But
I
that's
mean, at
just
least
me.
you're making a machine that they can.
Oh my lord! Look at what Real Talkers just said. Go sports ball.
Yeah, people do always
Go
let you know.
sports ball.
You talk about basketball? You talk about
People ain't there to talk about this, though. This is what makes me mad. See, now I'm going through the emotions. I think about the title of the stream and it being about a case, and people might even not even know your channel and be looking for information. You know, imagine if a family member clicked in. That's what you always need to think about. If you're creating content about true crime, that's something that's always on my mind, you know, because it happens a lot, even in very small cases, even on very small channels, even if hardly no one sees it. I can promise you, eventually, usually someone close will. You'll receive comments. I get them all the time on old videos, years old videos. You know, some of them are little shorts about, you know, cases that I didn't cover in depth. I'm just showing, oh, look, I saw this article. And then I get a comment, that's my son, blah, 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 blah. It happens all the time. So imagine if a relative or, you know, that's what you got to think about. And that does kind of make me mad. But
I don't see a lot of men playing balls, you know. Just
He's on a roll.
Yeah, did you see the way he bounced that ball?
Oh my God!
balls, yes, tennis, basketball, football.
Girls, while you're watching,
We're talking baseball.
oh, dear God, help me. Now we're singing too. Jones, and I was literally thinking about you, trying to give her advice, you know, her friends, friends that she doesn't have anymore, friends that she does. There's a lot of people in it. Just interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his butt in the pants.
Listen to it.
No wonder I didn't like this shit.
All right, let's get back to it. All right.
Craig needs his own channel.
So I
Oh,
think
dear
it is
God.
established that at the
Now she said again, let's get
Black
back to it.
household,
So
we
there
will
she's
not
again.
be having like Super Bowl parties and shit.
No, I mean,
We might have a Super Bowl party, but we ain't going to be watching the sports.
Oh, wait till Emily
Oh,
gets
my dear
older. It's going to be
God.
all on.
Yeah.
You can't
Okay.
Come on, guys. You can't do this when we're talking about
Yeah. Well,
celebrities.
yeah, I know.
You can't do this when we're talking about sports. What reality?
He gets older. It's going to be all on.
Yeah.
You can't come on, guys. You can't do this when we're talking about
Yeah.
celebrities.
Well, yeah, I know. I've tried to
I
pull
think
back
the
a couple
smart men,
times.
like,
Hold
you know,
on.
that I grew up.
I've tried to pull back a couple of times. Hold on. So see, remember I said reality was pushing back. And then Brittany, I've tried to, and that's true. She did. I mean, you very quietly said, okay, now, but then you continued to laugh and seemed to be really into the conversation as well. But I don't know how. Jesus.
Craig, we were trying to be serious about this case, dude.
And then we're talking about NASCAR.
Yeah, now we're talking about balls.
Oh my God, reality. You're sitting there saying, "Oh my God, lady." Look at those cute puppies, though. I'm sorry, they're adorable.
Balls.
No,
Holy
just hold on
crap.
a second. It was just a side topic about.
Well, listen,
Oh,
wait,
okay,
I'm
Yeah.
football, you know,
hold on. Literally, all it was just a side topic about. It was one comment I was gonna make about sports that somebody said in the chat. We wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Okay.
Never.
But when you run a channel, it is up to you. You are the one that is responsible for the content you put out into the world. You're responsible to make sure if it's accurate, to make sure if it's interesting, to make it something that people want to actually watch. All of it comes back to you. If it's starting to go outside the lines of that, you stop it. I know I damn sure would. Because I care, even on both channels. You know, usually you have an idea of what you want for your channel, what you want for a live, and you try to stay inside the, the lines of that idea. Shit happens, I get it. But when you're talking about true crime, you have to be much more disciplined. You're going to have to be able to stand up and say, no, we're talking about this. Let's shoot the shit later. Why would you? I mean, also, there's so much information to go through. Just move on to the next part of it. However, I wouldn't have went over this at all. You know what I mean? While I do think it's insensitive and rude, it's also something that is not, I wouldn't have even paid attention to if I hadn't been mentioned. So
I know that. I understand that, but you know how they all are.
I respect the dedication it takes
Well,
to,
have a good night,
to work
Luminous.
out that hard, and
I didn't
be
even
the
see you
best.
chatting before.
That's cool.
All
yeah,
right, like legit.
you can tell, Body,
No,
'cause
I want
right
to say
before
this
her mood is
because
way different.
I'm
Hey,
not
Kelsey.
trying to be disrespectful in any way. Like I wanted to talk about the Celeste stuff. It was a topic that honestly, if you go back and watch, if anybody goes back and watch, I legit. Somebody in chat was talking about sports. I said it goes above my head, and that was it. It's just not. We wasn't trying to be disrespectful towards the case, but they will take that tomorrow, and now it'll be the talk of the town all day tomorrow. How we were disrespectful to Celeste's case. That wasn't even.
Question for people that remember and were live in the moment. Was it actually the talk of the town, or was there more going on? Because it seems like there's been a lot going on and a lot of shit I'm totally lost on. But I don't know.
My goal at all.
But we're not.
Yeah, but I at least hope you've seen how that went, right,
Hey,
Jay?
Reverend
Like it
Ramona.
wasn't. I've been trying my best to guide it. Oh, Jesus.
You gotta stop caring what they have.
Trying my best to
She
guide
only,
it.
she only made a comment to one of the chatters about some sports,
Right.
and then
Oh,
her-
reality. Oh my God, shut up. It
Right.
just
then
happened.
he heard it, and then he just started
And
talking.
then look, here comes the trolls. Here they
He
come to
doesn't-
cause
he
more
doesn't-
problems.
He
This will
doesn't.
be
The
deleted.
trolls.
He doesn't
The
hear.
fact that you're here at 3:30 in the morning watching me says
Worried about somebody
everything.
else's life,
Jesus.
you gotta know.
3:30 in the
he's just back
morning.
there talking.
I don't even know what to do anymore. I guess I should end it.
Do what you want to do.
The trucker's wife, you're absolutely correct.
You won't give it.
I
don't
just,
get it.
I mean,
All you want is give
I'm not going to be able to do this.
You'll do it.
Oh. See, I feel so bad for Britt. I really do. And all of you. I really do.
Because she can't do anything. She can't do anything right. You can't. They sit over there and they do all their shit that they do, and nobody does anything other than a few.
It's so
Even
sad.
Who don't listen.
Just the people attacking all of us and you and Britt. I can't do it.
Britt, just continue. Just finish up.
I'm not pulling that back up. No.
Come on, Britt. You're okay. You can do this.
No, because tomorrow, you know what's going to happen.
Oh, Britt, honey,
Britt.
don't cry, sweetie.
The trolls. Here come the trolls. When she said that, all I could think of was like those old school little trolls, just like with pitchforks. Here come the trolls. Sorry, I'm stupid. Let's go back to it. We're all messed up.
Oh, honey.
The trolls, here they come.
We can just talk about it, Britt. We'll just talk about how you're feeling because that's important too. It breaks my heart. That's why I can't read chat because I'll react to everybody's negativity.
All we were doing, I mean, I didn't mean anything at all.
I know you didn't. I know you
We know
didn't.
that. We know you didn't.
It's okay, dear. It's okay.
So, yeah, let me share Chica's link though. There was one more thing before we move on to Web Sleuths. I was curious. Madison had a video, and I think I saved it in my watch later here. Let's see. Laura threatens Brittany. I wanted to watch this with you guys. The rest of it, I need to know more of what's going on, like from the clip channels or anything else going. If there's something you guys know or want to talk about, always let me know because it's hard to keep up with everything and other things I'm keeping up with too. But here is, I just posted Chica's link and here is Madison's link. Definitely follow those if you want to stay up to date. You big bully. Yeah, I'm going to end that with just saying, would have never heard that, would have never cared. Again, it was just, I don't even know how people sit around and listen to that so much. But at the end of the day, you're not the victim. You're not the victim. There is a young child and her family, a young child who's been murdered and dismembered. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but horrific, the stuff that's coming out. And there's a ton I don't even know. And what I do know is horrific. You know, she's the victim, her family, and I can't imagine because it is involving a celebrity. There is a lot of eyes on them, and it just is not it's just a terrible situation. They're the victims. You're not the victim. You should at least be considerate of them and her. Nobody cares to hear the little crybaby bullshit. I'm glad you acknowledged I'm not a hate channel, though. I think that was good. Let me see. What was it that you said there?
Everyone grow up or kick rocks and leave.
Oh
No,
God,
it's
she's
not just
kicking
it's
rocks,
not just
too.
going to be hate channels either. It'll be the Alex Erickson. She'll go.
Because that tells me that you know that that my criticism isn't just hate or jumping on a bandwagon like you've like to say so many times. It isn't just going along with your friends or the mean girls, or it's easier to hate Brittany than it is to like her. That's what she likes to say. She said that to me. She said that about plenty of people. You know, it's just easier to go along with them than to like me. You know, it's hard to be my friend. I'm glad you acknowledge that because you're pretty much saying that, yeah, my criticism is real and genuine, and it comes from a place of being fair and not just hate or trying to be fair, because I am biased. And that's just a fact. But I try to be fair and keep it the same across the board with everybody. You know, I can't tell you. You guys know how many times I've been on here standing up for her kids and for other things. Even the Kratom thing. Wow, I don't know what the fuck he's taking. It could be safe. It could be dangerous. I have my assumptions. It could be the safer kind. It could be the, extracts or very strong version. I may have my assumptions, but I even said it's legal. It's not, Kratom is not this horrific thing. It's not heroin. I'm fair. And the way that you did that, I think that you just showed that you know that. So I don't ever want to hear you whine again and say fucking otherwise. So, okay, that's it. Now we'll watch this and then we're going to go check out Web Sleuths. I know she had her 24-hour stream. I saw a few screenshots of her sleeping on it. I thought we could pull it up and just flip through it and see what we come across. And yeah, that'll be that. If there's, like I said, though, if there's anything else like major going on that don't know about, let me know because I want to know. I need to know. But okay, here we go. And this is from Madison. I will link it in the chat.
But to the people that are keeping up with the stuff about lying, Laura,
okay, right there, heifer, you better fucking quit it. I'm telling you, I'm warning you right now. Keep calling me a fucking liar,
Rock
and I'm
kicking
going to
and
keep
double
showing
talking.
where you are the fucking liar. I am so sick and tired of your shit, Brittany. You have no idea. Keep it the fuck up and watch what happens, okay? I'm warning you, Brittany. Don't say I didn't fucking warn you. I will expose every fucking lie that you ever tell. I will go back 10 years and I will expose every fucking lie that you have told. And there are tons. I mean, look how many I've exposed in the last fucking 2 days.
Okay, so maybe I'm dumb, but I don't know of any lies from her. Maybe there are. Like, I know the things that she has done, like the CPS call and things like that. But I wouldn't be happy either. I can say that. Especially coming from somebody who's known to lie, like about the dumbest shits. Like just lie blatantly and over again. And even sometimes about things that are not necessary to lie about at all. But
that's nothing compared to what I'm going to do if you do not stop calling me the liar when the only liar is you. So you can take this, Brittany, any way you want. But I am fucking telling you, if you do not stop, I promise you, you will regret it. Okay? I promise you. I will make you look so fucking stupid every single day. It will be my mission. I will literally go on a fucking mission to make sure that I prove everything in your life is a fucking lie. If you want to test me, go for it, bitch. But you don't. Trust me. But if you do.
Is this a new mission or the mission she's already on? I know that she's covering her like pretty much every time I see a live in my feed from her, it's about that. Like almost daily, I would say. I might be wrong and it's not every day, but
don't cry by the time I'm done.
She is profiting.
That's the next video in my watch later. She is willingly engaging with Laura, knowing how she will react. Well, she wants somebody who's going to go back and forth with her. And Brittany is easy to pick out her lies and stuff. She talks way too much all the time, and she contradicts the hell out of herself. So it's easy, for her to have daily, it's like something to say all the time. So the back and forth, exactly what Brittany wants. It seems like it's working. I don't know. It's really all I have to say about that. BJ said she didn't know about Kratom, but she was on panel discussing it a ways back. I did see a video in Madison's playlist or in her thing that showed a clip of that. So I remember when she was covering Marvon and Dre, and I remember going to her and telling her like, hey, you have it wrong, type of thing. And I don't like, so I do remember the coverage of that, but that's about it. I just remember running across Nonsense's channel, actually finding some of the videos and seeing some of the harassment Dre got and different stuff like that, and seeing a different side to the case. I remember going to her about it and telling her like, hey, you need to see this. And yeah, but I was still newer to it all then too. And yeah, I shouldn't have invested the time or effort. But anyways, so yeah, that's it with the trauma part. Now we're going to move towards web sleuths. So just checking on you guys in the chat. Okay. I just want to go see, okay? Because this 24-hour live, like the screenshots I seen of her sleeping, first of all, when the family's asking you to stop and you continue, you are showing, like, I don't know. I just think that's the purpose of your channel, a true crime channel, isn't always, I'm sorry, I keep moving this chair, is not always going to be about like some people are not there to be a voice for the victims. They're just maybe in search for the truth or, whatever. But at the very least, you need to be considerate, right, of the people's story that you're telling. And I don't think that she's showing that she is at all. So when you're asked to stop and you just continue and keep laughing and joking about it, it's just, yeah, I don't like it. Okay, so let's look. Here are the two streams. It's the End of the World Again, part 1, and it's the End of the World Again, part 2. Let's go look at the part 2. Wait, did she have Jesse on? Oh, wow.
And what we do is we talk about crimes and victims, and we offer up links for people to donate to charities. And we've turned it into remembering the victims of what happened in Idaho that was so horrible. But also, we talk about other.
Can you guys believe that Koberger is
victims
trying
as
to
well.
Take his plea back? Now, I don't know if it's going to work, but I just find that insane. And I know this isn't a true crime channel, but she just mentioned it. And I have to say, wasn't expecting to hear that, like see that in my news feed at all. And even though it's not a true crime channel, like everything I've talked about really here so far has been kind of somewhat not focused on true crime, but what's surrounding it. Oh, it reminds me of Jones's little intro. I don't know if she still uses that, but I used to love that intro. Here we talk, I forget how it goes, something about the true crime and the drama that surrounds it in that little country voice.
Okay. And other true crime stories. And we just ended our first half. So I just put the link up and went live. I'm just going to ask you a few questions, let people get here. So they can ask you questions as well. But sure. I got to tell you something that's interesting.
Siri just tried to call someone in my phone. But
I went in.
Find it really interesting that Jesse Weber was on with her. I am certain he probably was contacted after and told, hey, that the family members have asked this to not happen. There's been this huge joke made about, the end of the world. And why, yes, it's funny because Chad Daybell said the world was going to end and it didn't. Several people lost their lives. Their world did end. And
And I said,
what are you doing this for? This long after you're fundraising?
Said I put into
that's what it's all about, baby.
I thought it was Google, but it turned out to be AI. Jesse Weber is with what organization? And I got 3. So apparently you work for Law and Crime,
Me too, and
News Nation, and Court TV all at once. You must be.
Hold on. You are not a bad judge of character. A lot of us used to like we used to like all kinds of people that we find out are bad on here, right? Or in real life. And that doesn't mean you're a bad judge of character. It means people are fucking sneaky and shady and manipulative. And if you sit back and watch people, you can watch them manipulate in real time. Like you can see it. But if you're not watching for it, you know, they can get you and you can be manipulated. Because once you're made aware and you sit back and watch, you can't unsee it. Once you see, oh, you can't unsee. But like before that, you know, we've all been fooled on here. I used to not necessarily like Trisha, but think of the platform in like higher regards or whatever. However you
Taking in the bucks, man.
the best
It
way to
did.
say
That's
it.
exactly what it told me.
Well, that's very kind that ChatGPT says. I do work for News Nation. I do work for Law and Crime. I work for Sirius XM. And yeah, we now have Court TV, a part of Law and Crime. So it's very exciting. A lot of different projects that I get to be a part of, and a lot of really important stories that I get to present and analyze.
Well, you don't know this, but at Web Sleuth's YouTube Live, which is part of websleuths.com, which is a true crime discussion forum that's been around since 1999, we have close to 250,000 members. And we broadcast Monday through Friday. We do a live stream about true crime. We rely a lot on you. And
I can't believe he was on there. That's just nuts to me. Whatever. All right, let's go a little forward and see. Maybe we need to go to the night before to see her sleeping. Oh, don't mind me. You know, it's a 24-hour stream, but
Yeah, he's not sure.
not there. Still
The
not there.
clearing.
Oh my
What Teresa
gosh.
Palmer,
Oh, still not
one of them
there,
had
but
bad
somehow
heart,
I've been
and the other
removed from the
family
stream.
had
And she's back.
Inspirational cult member.
Oh, profiling evil. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. I should have looked at this before. That's pretty surprising. Let's go look at her other one. That was part 2, so it must be from part 1. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my God, is she in her jammies and curlers? Oh my Lord. She's in her damn curlers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just taking a look here. This too much. Yeah, Mike King too. I cannot believe that. Wolfie, I'm going to read your post here in a second. But I cannot get over this. The little pajamas and the hair curlers. Oh my gosh. And oh my God, there it is. What in the hell are you doing, lady? This is not the lolcow universe. Why are you sleeping on live stream with your hair curlers? Oh my God. This is no. Trisha is sleeping. She's not dead. Oh my God. Hold on. Trisha is sleeping. She is not dead. Let me mute this because I don't want to hear the snoring. She is not dead. Do not call 911. It is Trisha's dog, Authy, who is snoring, not Trisha. And you're telling me that Mike King and Jet. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm telling you, I just don't like anybody anymore. Oh, wow. Dr. Christine, I've watched her in a few, maybe documentaries, shows. This is crazy. I do not understand these sleep streams. So, Roro, there are some that will do a sleep stream like that, and they'll make it where your donation will trigger a loud noise or something to wake them up. But this is not that. All right, let me just send this over to myself. Yeah, so what the hell else has been going on? You guys, anything interesting? I have had a really nice summer, I will say that. Just like being outside. Today, I saw that eagle, that crab, and a dolphin literally just today. And I just thought like, dude, I just feel so lucky. It's so cool. Like that's the stuff I love. So, all right, hold on. Let me see. Wolfie, lock in your guesses now before tonight's riddle is revealed. No editing your answers afterwards. I'm guessing the answer is resilience, but what's with the extra language before it? I'm sorry, I kind of like it. Oh, won't let me like the post. What's wrong with my voice? I've been losing my voice the last couple of days. Okay. Like a little boy going through puberty. Hold up. That's true. Up. MJ, leave Melissa the hell alone. I'm just kidding. MJ's going to be flattered she made the title. She ain't even here. That's hilarious. Retha, thank you. I thought it was too. It's so cool. Like I thought their beaks were a darker color though. I didn't realize they were so light. But she also dedicated the stream to Chad Daybell. Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm like really disappointed, to be honest, really disappointed. But in the guest on that stream and stuff, it's just like, yeah. It's crazy because, you know, when I first started seeing people speak out about like bad true crime coverage, that was a few years ago. And I'm thankful. And I think there is a good purpose for it because it opened my eyes to a lot. But it also opened my eyes to the fact that either there's so many people who don't care, and there are so many people who don't even realize. You know what I mean? Like those. There are just plenty of people who watch and they just believe it and they just care about the case, or they're just unsuspecting of the manipulation and the lies and the greediness. And, you know, yeah, it's crazy. Those are the people who get knocked over the head, though, for their coins whenever the next lawsuit comes out. Salma, thank you for the jewels. It's finger heart. Thank you. Oh, okay. With respect, my name has a long E. Thanks. Oh, Retha. Okay, thank you. That makes so much more sense too. Sorry about that, Retha. But nice to meet you, and thank you for being here. To Chad Daybell, yeah, you dedicate the stream to him. Listen, he knew the world wasn't ending. Like, you don't think that he truly believed that, right? He was lying and convincing Lori and Melanie and the other Melanie and somewhat David, convincing these followers of what he was saying. He was a fraud. Like, you're not really getting one over on him, but good job getting one over on the family, because that's really the only person you're getting one over on continuing those streams. You're literally only hurting the family, but you're also showing exactly who you are, baby, and you better keep doing it. I'm glad for when people show who they are. Keep on showing us, because then we don't have to guess. We already know. But anyways, So I've got to catch up with Lindsay Clancy. I wanted to talk about the latest update with Letitia's lawsuit. Little Red made a video on that if you guys are curious, and Bendy's been streaming the Clancy trial. So I want to talk about those things. I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up. There's a lot of stuff happening here at my house. And yeah, maybe we'll talk about that at some point soon. But I did just want to come on here and touch base with you guys. I felt like it was important to me to talk about the Kratom stuff because you just see, and like, the same thing happened like during Marvon McRae's, wasn't even a case, during his awful tragedy and what happened. You know, it gets talked about as if it's this horrific thing, and it's just not my experience. So I wanted to share that. You know, so anyways, I'm torn because part of me goes, it's none of our business what the fuck is what people are taking or whatever. And the other part of me goes, well, you put it out on the internet, so it's everybody's business that people are going to talk about whatever you put out if you're being talked about, like, so, or if it's something shocking or concerning or whatever. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to come and talk to you guys about those couple of things and check in with you and tell you I've missed you guys, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. Like, a lot of people are already going back to school. That's one of the things that I've got to scramble and get ready for. And I've got a lot of shit going on with my car. Just life. Life is stressful and busy. So hopefully, my point to all that is, hopefully I get back on here sooner than later. I do have some things, like I said, I want to talk about. I just don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity. So anyway, I could loop about that about 50 more times. Y'all know I can't say goodbye. I hate it. I hate goodbyes. I don't want to get off here. I just want to go on and on and on. Oh, Marlena, thank you. 20 more minutes. I literally thought of you, Roro, when I said that. I miss you guys, Tess. But yeah, all right. Well, you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Maybe soon I'll talk about some of the things going on here. But I don't know. But anyways, you guys have a good night. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll talk to you in the next 24-hour stream. Are you crazy? In the next couple of days, I'll talk to you guys. But yeah, could you see me now just sitting on here sleeping in my chair with my curlers in? Oh my God. Oh my God. And just to think, part one, you've got your nightie on, you've got your rollers in, and you're just hanging out. And part two, you've got Jesse Weber, Mike King, like all these special guests on. And yeah, pretty freaking crazy. But okay. I'm going to really let you guys go now, even though I don't want to. Okay. Just remember, I didn't want to do this, but I got to. Okay. Bye, guys.